This is the Swine Before Pearls podcast with Joel and Trent. And we are live.
What up, Swingles before Pingles?
Swingles before Pringles. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just talking about Pringles tonight, and no one will ever know the context for that. Anyway, today we have a little bit of a classy affair going on today.
Very classy. I've dressed up.
Yeah. So welcome to Pig Show, where we talk about the greatest works of art of all time.
Yep.
And today we have a special thing for you.
Very special.
All right. So we've been thinking about what's the direction we want to take the content. All right. We've been using our brains because here's the deal with if you're always on the classics, right?
Yeah.
Here's what happens. You get these nerds and they're like, "Oh, you're not respecting the classics enough." Which, you know what? They are the classics, but also
screw them.
Yeah. This is the not respecting the classics show.
Yeah, we don't care. It's in
So
the title.
You know, maybe we'll do some more classics, but we're expanding the reach of what our show could be.
Yep.
And we intend to put more effort in because we've been putting a little less effort in recently. No,
I think we're fine.
we're fine. Joel says we're fine.
We're
Okay.
fine.
Well, anyway,
It's about normal effort.
welcome to the show, and I have for this very classy affair.
Yes.
We have some Welch's sparkling. Wait. No, I got to read the full label.
Ooh.
Welch's family farmer owned sparkling non-alcoholic rosé grape juice cocktail from concentrate, baby. This is 50%.
What
juice.
region is this from?
Oh my.
Can we find the region?
Made in the USA.
Ooh, the region of USA.
Known for the best sparkling non-alcoholic rosés.
Ooh.
So we watched Barbie Princess and the Pauper today.
Ooh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, not today. I watched this on Saturday.
I watched this a year ago.
Did you?
Almost to the day.
Wait, I'm gonna drink this whole thing myself. Splash it everywhere. Sorry, Steven, about your table.
Careful there, Chief.
Okay. Now you can.
So
you can
here's
pour
how you
yourself
do a
the
proper
drink.
pour.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Everybody watch this.
Ooh, classy guy.
When you're pouring, you know how you just kind of kerplunked it in?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You're never going to be able to serve cognac like that. Also, the water spots on this are just impeccable.
Oh, yeah.
But what you do is you pour a little bit like that, and you always want to do a 40 degree like that. You know what I mean? So that way you're not splonking it anymore.
Oh.
It's the same thing with beer. You always want to do a 40 degree angle.
I knew about the beer because I've messed that one up before.
Yeah, it must have been embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
You ever drink beer too fast and then it shoots back up at you?
Yeah, you're not saying that because you've seen that happen to me. Okay. Classy
Cheers.
drink.
Cheers. Cheers.
Clink.
Clink.
All right.
God bless America.
Yeah. God bless America. Welcome to Pig Show. Today we are going to talk about the Barbie movie. So, what's your thoughts on the Barbie movie?
Well, my friend, I was not ready for such a delectable experience.
Ooh, please tell me more.
Well, I think first of all, I think Barbies get a bad rap. You know? I think Barbies have long been demonized by the media, by the industry.
Yeah.
But really what Barbie is it's the Chad of women.
The Chad of women.
It's the Chad of women. It's the women of women.
Yeah.
And I think that's an esteemable thing to look to. So what really got me about this experience was I was walking in almost demonizing the movie because of the previous things I've heard about Barbie.
Okay.
It's anti-feminist. It's bad for little girls. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit through this movie.
Oh, yeah?
But here, I sat through the movie.
Cheers.
And the movie was scrumptious.
It was scrumptious.
It was scrumptious. I couldn't get enough of it.
Oh, really?
I almost watched it twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually did kind of watch it twice.
Yeah. Well, I almost took it out of the VCR, rewind it, and put it back in.
Yeah. My second time, though, I was playing video games. And it was only half a time. But, I mean, let's get real, all right?
Okay.
We're talking the cinematography,
Classics.
Legendary. Here's
Classics.
something incredible about this movie is the artistic direction it takes with the animation. Not everyone would have the artistic foresight to place these uncanny animations.
Very esoteric.
Yes. It really brings the concept to life.
Yeah.
A lot of the backgrounds are really blurry.
Yeah.
And it says a lot.
But I think that gives it its charm.
Yes.
That rough,
it's brilliant.
Chinese sweatshop animation, really just like that Play-Doh feel.
Yes.
You always got that Play-Doh feel where only the two main Barbies look really good and everything else was just kind of done haphazardly. You don't get that anywhere. It's like, I don't want to see artistry meticulously done. I want to see a rush job put together in such a beautiful and coherent way.
Yeah, that's what art is really about, is when you're willing to push the form.
Yeah.
There's this trend in art, right? Where you say, this is what's good. We as a society have elevated this artistic standard.
Yeah.
And when you subvert the artistic standard, it creates something incredible. A twist. It says a lot.
And twists and turns.
Yes.
This movie had it all.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I was glued to my beanbag chair, absolutely glued. I'm sure you were as well.
Oh, I can't do the beanbag chairs anymore.
Okay.
All right, here's why. It kind of, if I sit on the beanbag chair, it slouches my back and it causes me severe pain. So as much as I would like to be glued to my beanbag chair, I had to be glued to my ergonomic office chair.
But what is ergonomics, but an Aristotelian concept? But for me, what really takes the cake in this Barbie movie is the fact that they took a classic Mark Twain tale. So in reality, we're actually covering a classic.
Yeah.
But with a twist.
Yeah.
With a twist of capitalism to buy toys.
Do you remember the original story?
Of the Princess and the Pauper, or the Prince and the Pauper?
Yes. Do you remember what happens?
The poo and the pee.
The poo and the pee. Oh, God.
So I don't know, dude. I don't know. I got nothing on that.
Because I remember learning it in school, and I think they like. It's kind of like Freaky Friday, where they like swap lives, and they're like, "Man, your life would be so much better than mine," and then they like live each other's lives, and they're like, "Oh, I can't handle this." Actually,
I think that's most people's lives, though.
Yeah.
Like, don't you ever look on TV and you see like Johnny Depp, and you're like, "Man, I'd love to be Johnny Depp." Being Johnny Depp would be so cool. But then you're a drug addict and you're in an abusive relationship, and you're like, hey, maybe stocking shelves at Lowe's at 3 a.m. is better than this. But you have to live. You got to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah,
that's really what this art is about.
Yes,
it's about walking a mile in somebody else's shoes.
And I think the incredible thing about this is it subverts that formula. All right. So instead of your typical learning that the other person's life isn't for you, it turns out that this Pauper Barbie that I will never remember the name of.
I think it was like Anastasia.
It's Anastasia.
That's not right, but I made it up.
My top girl, Anastasia. All right. You think she would just be a fish out of water in the princess life.
Oh, she would have had no idea what to do.
But no, the friend of the Princess Barbie, Annalise. Actually, I think that might be right.
And it's probably Anastasia and Annalise, now that I think of it. Probably is. If all our hardcore Barbie fans could fact check us in the comments, that'd be great. Also, my dad's roasting me while we're talking.
Oh no. Joel's dad, please stop being
He
mean
didn't
on
show up.
Twitch
He
chat.
didn't show up for my graduation, but he'll show up for this.
He showed up for the Barbie movie.
Not the proudest moment. I might not be there for your wedding, son, but I'll sure as heck be there for the Barbie movie.
What else do you need, honestly?
Honestly, not much. You're here. Let's do
Cheers.
another clink. Let's just clink intermittently through
Okay.
this thing.
You feeling classy?
I'm feeling extra classy. But something I was thinking about was how ungrateful the poor Barbie or the rich Barbie
The
is.
rich Barbie is,
when she
yeah.
gets to like work at a clothing shop and
Wait.
she doesn't know how to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that scene? They lock her in like a clothing shop and they're like, "You need to make dresses." And she's like, "I don't know how to make dresses. I'm rich." And then she escapes. And I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
She should have learned a
She's-
skill.
Well, the skill she learned is escape, because that's all she does in this movie.
She really does.
Yeah.
Doesn't do a lot.
Okay. You ever think about, though, how little agency the characters have in this movie?
Yeah, they're not very rushed about things.
Yeah. Well, like, they come up with this plan, right? To subvert the bad guy. And so they bring in her the princess's lookalike, which is a pauper. And they set her up in the castle as the princess. And then the real princess comes along and they're like, "The princess is already here. Like, get out of here."
Mr. Grauman, I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah.
What's a pauper?
Okay.
I don't even really know what a pauper is.
I've always just thought of it as like a poor person. Is it Google time?
I think it's Google time.
All right,
Good thing
look
we
it
have
up.
this handy
Yes.
dandy computer here.
Look
Thanks
it
for our
up
sponsors.
on the laptop.
Pauper.
And we're just gonna have dead air while you look.
I
this
don't
up.
care. Pauper person. Drug.
It's okay. Most of our YouTube viewers have already
A
left.
popper is a utensil for popping corn.
It's spelled P-A-U-P.
Wait.
E-R.
Pupper?
P-A.
Pauper?
Pauper.
Pauper? Pauper?
A pauper person.
A person of destitute means, except for popping popcorn,
Yes, I knew it.
who are usually for charity.
I have a strong intuition for
Okay,
vocabulary.
sorry. Well, I just learned how to spell now, so
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Well, you also don't know how to speak.
Popper. Wow, that was.
Would you even be able to find the movie if I didn't send you a link?
That was aggressive, probably.
You'd be looking
Shoot,
for the princess
I could
and the
watch.
pauper.
I watch Doctor Strange right now if I wanted to. And
Oh,
get
wow.
50 more malware on my computer.
Oh, a little bit of piracy never hurt anybody.
No, I'm not confessing to anything. You wouldn't steal a car, you know.
Yeah.
So why would you steal a movie? But yeah, no agency. They really just take their time. They take their sweet time. There's a lot of bath taking. It's like, yeah, stuff's happening, but
Yeah, that's probably my favorite scene.
it's mine too.
Is she's taking a bath and she's singing to her cat that barks about how he's special.
I think that's exquisite. Ting
Classy
ting.
art.
I think that a cat acting like a dog is subversive.
Subversive.
Is very subversive.
Whoa.
I think it's incredibly subversive. Very cool.
Do you think there's an online community that's mad about how subversive this movie is?
No, I don't think so because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you meet like 35-year-old girls and like maybe 6 movie critics have watched this movie total.
My cousin watched it, and she was actually very excited to talk to me about it.
Oh, did she have anything good to say to you about it?
How'd
How'd that conversation go with a Barbie mega fan?
She mostly wanted to talk to me about like how bad and silly the villain song was.
I thought that was the best song in the movie.
That's the best song. Brooke, my cousin, you are a great fool.
Yeah.
You do not understand
Foolish. Ting ting.
art.
Ooh, that was a good
Ting
one.
ting.
Ting ting. I like the villain song. And you know what?
It's kind of catchy.
You know why I
actually.
like the villain song? Because I
that?
like the villain.
Oh, what
Because-
a good guy.
Because guess what? They really forked out some dough for that villain.
Who is it?
Martin Short.
It's Martin Short?
Martin Short.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Martin Short has a role in this movie, and it's perfect. He does such a good job at it. And the way I see it is like, if you're an actor, there is no reason why you shouldn't stoop down to, or stoop up, I should say, to be in a Barbie movie to make a couple extra cash to, fund your vacation home.
I think most of the professionals were probably intimidated.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
You think, like, Jeff Goldblum, he was in The Prince of Egypt, right? But
yeah, but that's
does
for
he
other reasons.
does he have the balls to be in a Barbie movie?
Well, with Jeff Goldblum, I think he could, but you just got to pitch it to him the right way.
Okay.
You just got to be like, Jeff, look, there's this movie. So the Lego movie? You know how big of a success that was? It's like that,
But
except
for girls,
and you can't build things. You just play with this rubber plastic doll. But it can be, you can put different clothes on it. And he's like, wow, I really like that. Remember that scene where I got eaten by a dinosaur in Jurassic Park? No, that's not right. He wasn't the one that got eaten. I keep thinking Jeff Goldblum was the guy who got eaten on the toilet, but that's not
Jeff Goldblum. That was a large man.
That's the Mandela effect. I guess in my head I wanted him to be eaten. But yeah, man, I like that Martin Short's in this. To me, that's pretty redeemable. I think
by redeemable you mean incredible.
Well, he's an A-list actor.
Steven's asking, was Jeff Goldblum in The Prince of Egypt? Yes, look it up. He was Aaron in The Prince of Egypt.
I know why he was in The Prince of Egypt.
Why was he in The Prince of Egypt?
Oh, it was Newman from Seinfeld. No, I think Newman from Seinfeld in Jurassic Park got eaten by this dinosaur that spits the venom.
Oh, wait.
Because remember, he crashes the car and it's like really rainy.
This person in chat, is that your dad?
That's my dad.
Okay, yeah. Your dad's pretty insistent that he's the guy on the toilet.
Well, Dad's been insistent about a lot of things in his life.
Yes.
He thought, I should be married by the time I was 20. No, I'm just kidding.
He was right.
Could you imagine? Oh, yeah, I'm right. I know I'm right.
Oh, Dad looked it up, and Joel is right.
Yeah, baby. Can I get a ting-ting?
Ting-ting.
So, yeah, Martin Short's in the movie. That makes it great. I don't like any of the animals in the movie. I think all the animals look stupid.
Oh, you know what? Actually, the dog is my favorite because he's a New Yorker.
It's so weird.
Just a random New Yorker in this princess movie. he's like, hey, no, I don't know how to do a New Yorker.
Hey,
I'm the dog.
I'm the dog from the Barbie movie.
I'm the dog.
What do you mean they got switched up?
Hey, I'm walking here.
What do you mean the final showdown's gonna be in a mine for geodes? No, yeah. I think they threw a dart at the board and they were like, we don't know what any of these characters should sound like, so we can either like make him a New Yorker or like I think that was their only option, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I think the really weird thing is the variety of accents that were involved.
It's a lot of accents.
Yeah, because you had the New Yorker dog.
Yep.
The princess and the pauper both had American accents.
Yeah, which you assumed this is set in like medieval Poland, right?
Something like that.
So like you'd assume they would have Polish accents.
Or something. Or at least be universal, because I think the queen had an English accent.
Yeah.
And I think the cat had an English accent.
Yeah, the cat had an English accent. What did the horse have?
Oh, he had... I think... Did he have an English accent too?
The horse just sounded drunk. I think the horse was like Australian.
He was Australian and drunk.
But yeah, I think the consistency... Let me get you, bud.
All right.
I think the
right
consistency...
over your laptop.
Oh, I don't care. The consistency in this film is probably its weaker point, you know? I think the consistency of accents really takes you out of the Victorian setting with a gruff New Yorker dog.
You know what? I disagree.
Oh.
I think it's subversive.
Oh!
Yes.
You think it's subversive,
yes.
huh?
The conventional artistic format would be to cleverly devise your accents based on the role. But the Barbie princess in the Pauper movie is too good for that.
Yeah.
So it's too good.
I have a question. Was this the only Barbie movie you've ever watched?
I was present as like a 7-year-old while Barbie Swan Lake was playing.
Okay, very cool. What was that about?
Okay, Barbie Swan Lake.
And is it as good?
I was playing, or I was present while it was playing. I don't remember, and I was 7.
So?
You bring up a good point. Man, I'm just lost for words now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you what Barbie Swan Lake is. Sure, let's go. Okay, so I remember there was a swan
Yes.
in the lake.
Yes.
And I think there's like a glowing sky beam. And like the lake was reflective.
Was there a unicorn?
I don't think so.
Isn't there a unicorn in one of the movies?
In one of the...
So
I don't know.
So here's my history with the Barbie movies. So last year I was living at camp, and these girls, they had this tradition, like every night for like a week, they watched a Barbie movie.
Oh.
So I actually saw this beforehand. And it was kind of wild. They really were into it, and they wouldn't let me talk over any of the singing. No, they were like, and it's the same way with Prince of Egypt. Like if you try to talk during Prince of Egypt, there is like somebody who's like very deeply into that movie.
Dude, that's a good movie.
Like they're like, why are you talking over the singing? And
I think I might have actually started them on that.
What, the Barbie or the
Prince of Egypt?
I don't know, but those were two separate experiences. But there's like this cultish following that people like revert to like childhood, and they're like, I don't want you to ruin my childhood. It's the same thing with like the first time I saw Princess Bride, you know? Except I think The Princess Bride is, the worst movie.
All right. We got to stop. If any YouTube viewers have gotten to this point, please drop a dislike and go away.
Listen. Oh,
Dude.
I think I could go off on The Princess Bride.
But
this is a different movie.
Yeah,
so
I got tired of The Princess Bride because my sisters would watch it all the time.
And quote it while they watched it
all the time.
See, isn't that annoying?
Yeah.
That's not a movie experience. That's watching people talk over a movie.
Yeah.
Which I was guilty of doing during
Kayla and Emily.
During the Barbie movie.
I'm a little over it.
No, it's a great movie, but I just hate watching it with people.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem is we've been like, I'm not homeschooled. You were. But we've been surrounded by homeschool culture, man.
Oh, man.
And homeschool culture lives and dies by Princess Bride.
Do you think homeschool culture encapsulates the Barbie movie as well? I feel
For
like
girls probably.
I think this is a good homeschool culture movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing really obscene. The bath scene gets a little risque.
Ooh.
Because you're like, oh, what's gonna happen?
But it's a movie for girls.
But
like
it's a
they're
movie
just
for girls.
They're watching someone else of their same gender in the bath.
Yeah. See, I don't want to watch that.
No.
I don't want to watch some.
No, I don't want to watch
some
bath.
Lego take a bath. That was never in any of my Lego movies. That's literally the first scene in the Lego movie is him taking a bath.
I wouldn't know.
Have you seen the Lego movie?
I have. It's been
Okay.
It's been like 6 years.
All right, just making sure.
All right.
But yeah, I was I forgot where I was going with that.
With the Lego movie? You were talking about watching a Lego take a bath.
Oh. I think we could end that there.
Yeah. Dude, Lego's taking a bath?
Barbie's taking a bath? No.
No. Get this out of our
we
good,
have
clean
standards
movie.
here, people. How do you think this? Let's take this to a marketing perspective.
Okay, we are both marketing majors.
I got a marketing degree. Trent got a marketing degree.
You actually got a marketing and communications degree.
Okay, so I got a marketing communications degree. Ooh, and it makes us an expert on this side of things, I'd say.
Yeah.
So, what kind of marketing value do you think this movie has?
Well, here's the deal: is it's kind of the 2-for-1 combo, right? because if you're a kid and you're a girl and you're like, hey, I really like the Barbie movie, I'm gonna buy more Barbies. At the same time, if you're a kid and you like Barbies, you're gonna be like, hey, mom and dad, I gotta see the Barbie movie. Take me on opening night. Take me to the theater.
Brother, this wasn't in the theater.
This wasn't in the
This
it was straight to
this
VHS,
was straight
baby.
to VHS, baby.
Straight to VHS.
Okay, so take me to the VHS store.
Take me to the VHS store, Dad.
Right on the crispy shelves
Whoa.
of Blockbuster.
Just pull it out.
I don't even want that tape to have a wound in it. Like,
No.
I get to be the first one to rewind that
It's
tape.
pristine,
Oh,
dude.
there's not a scratch on that thing.
Okay. You know what? This kind of brought up a memory of Strawberry Shortcake. My younger sister, she had a VHS for Strawberry Shortcake. The VHS had a strawberry scent. It was pink and had a strawberry scent.
What?
It was wild.
It was like a scratch and sniff tape.
Yeah, it was a scratch and sniff
Dude.
VHS tape.
That's marketing right
Dude.
there. Listen, if you want to market something, put a smell in it. Like, put a smell in it. I think that's cool. You know, I think more like action figures and stuff, it's like they should have had more smells connected.
If you could like have a Green Goblin action figure and you scratch it and it's like, oh, that's the BO underneath.
Yeah, it just smells like body odor. But I think I don't know. I think what's Strawberry Shortcake?
So,
I should start with that.
I forgot. So she's this little girl and she's got a pink hat and she goes on adventures. And she has friends, I think.
Okay.
Yes. That's all I remember.
That sounds like a pretty good synopsis.
Yeah. And she has a I think like the world she lives in is like actually made of strawberry shortcake.
Something I realized while watching this and talking to you about that,
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with sisters, so I feel like I'm not missed, but this world is kind of foreign to me.
Oh yeah.
World of Barbies and strawberry shortcake. I don't know much of it. You could say it's a strange land,
Yeah.
you know, that I'm crossing into.
I was very comfortable in that realm. There were some times where I was too cool for stuff. Like my sisters really liked the Esther VeggieTales movie because it's like the VeggieTales for girls, you know.
I like that one.
I didn't like it. I was like, that's the girls' VeggieTales. I'm a boy. But the Barbies. So here's the deal with Barbies, right? So, my sisters were like, "Come on, let's play with Barbies." When I was a little kid, right?
Yeah.
And my parents were like, "Is our son? Is he like not
gay?
very masculine?" Yeah. And so they come in and they see me, and I'm using one Barbie as the hammer and one Barbie as the nail. I'm playing construction with Barbies. And there's this one Barbie that my sister had that I loved because it had like a bowling ball, but there was a magnet. And I was like 3 years old, and I was like, that magnet is so cool because it connects to the bowling ball that has a cool texture.
That's such like an alpha male move. It's like, yeah, I'll play Barbies with you, and then you just turn it into construction equipment. Like, I think that's rad. Oh man, no, I was the first time I was ever exposed to an actual Barbie doll. I think I was like 11.
Oh wait, that just brought back a memory.
Oh, go
Dude,
for it.
my parents were pissed at you the first time you came over because you took one of my sister's Barbies and like just sat it naked on a doorknob. And they hated you for that. They thought you were so annoying. That probably soured their opinion on you for years.
Oh no!
I remember because they talked to me about it several times. They do this thing sometimes where they're like,
Oh no!
now Trent,
Oh no, man!
you know how Joel did that thing? Yes, I know how Joel did the thing. Do you think that was a good thing that he did? No. That was what they made me do. They made me respond and acknowledge that the thing you did was bad.
Dude, this is traumatizing.
Yeah. Dude, how's that feel that my parents just did not like you?
Understandable.
Understandable.
Honestly. I'm like a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's like, here's a good boy from church for our other boy from church. And then I'm just like, naked Barbie on the door handle.
Yeah, and I'm sure they knew that your parents too, and they're like, "Oh, it's such a nice family."
I think I just didn't. Honestly, to be honest, I think I just didn't know what to do with Barbies. Like, I just like it was.
You just don't touch them. They're my sister's toys,
Dude, it's like a foreign object. It's like going into like ruins and like you find like a little idol and you're like, I'm gonna pick it up, you know. And I don't know. It like that's the thing is like we were how old was this? So like probably like early on in our friendship, like pretty young.
Like it was the first time you ever came over to my house.
What a first impression.
Like 11 years old.
I was like, yeah, so I was like a kid. Like I didn't that's the thing is like when I say like this stuff was foreign to me, it was like foreign to me. You know, I didn't know what about what. So I probably just wanted to like display it in like a prominent place because I thought it was like a sacred object.
Oh no. Man, first you admit your fetishes last week and now you're admitting that the naked Barbie is a sacred object to you.
Yeah.
You're truly a degenerate, Joel.
I am a degenerate. Your parents should have never let me hang out with you after that.
Yeah. Well, that's why they were so insistent upon me being a good influence for you.
See how well that worked out. What would you do as a parent in that scenario?
Well, I'd sit my son down and I'd say, now, Richard, my son, Dick, here is my situation. All right. You know your friend Banjo, right? You know your friend Banjo?
That is my son's name.
He has committed the cardinal sin against this classy establishment. All right? You know that your mother and I love to watch the Barbie movie and have some Welch's sparkling non-alcoholic rosé.
Am I the mom?
No.
Okay, go for it.
No, obviously not. Because Banjo is your son.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And I would tell him, now tell me, would you disregard the class and sanctity of our house for Banjo Kennicott, the evil son of Joel?
Why is he gotta be evil?
We gave up the podcast
What if he's just curious?
5 years ago so that you could live an honest and sacred life to God, and so that you could enjoy good art. And Banjo Kennicott has disgraced this household. That's what I would say.
And then my kid like crawls out from under a table wearing a potato sack, just like, "Rah! I want to eat more Barbies." He's like eating the heads off of them and stuff. There's no hope for my children, are there?
Yeah, my cousin and her friends actually used to do this thing where they would torture their Barbies.
Okay, so that's okay, but me just like, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
It's nudity, man. You were messing with nudity.
I think that's what it was. I think it was just a nude object, and I didn't know what to do with it.
Okay, we're getting into deep-seated psychological things
you've
that we weren't
you've
expecting.
already broken me. You've already brought something up that I can't believe how many times I've been over to your house, looked your parents in the eyes, and all they can think about is the naked Barbie kid.
Okay, but can you imagine if YouTube like saw that this video was about the Barbie movie and they flagged it as for kids?
Oh no, this isn't for kids.
This is not for kids. YouTube, please.
Say a bad word. This is adult. Crap.
Dang it.
Heck. Yeah, dude. But yeah, so that was kind of my impact from the Barbie movie. I think, you know what though, if my kids want to watch something, if I have girls, yeah, I'd pop this in.
Okay, but the second time I watched it, when I was just kind of like playing video games, I had this feeling in my bones of like a flash forward to the future. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like a dad and my kids just want to watch this movie over and over and over again.
What is it with kids and doing that? My cousin, my young cousin, Noelle, she was like really into Over the Hedge. We had Over the Hedge, and I distinctly remember one time she sat in our basement and watched it like back to back, like just restarted the movie, I think 3 or 4 times.
There was this text post I saw once. I have no idea what this is true. It's a text post, so it's probably completely made up. But they were talking about how like they used to watch Shrek as a kid incessantly. Oh no! I said a Joel. That was a Joel move. But they watched it so much that their mom eventually had to be like, okay, no more Shrek. We're done. And then they had it so memorized that they would just replay the movie in their head. And their mom would be like, you're watching Shrek in your head, aren't you?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I think the thing is, like, kids like repetition.
Yeah.
And they like feeling safe, and it gives them the time to really like process the movie and understand it, and it's safe, and they know exactly what they're getting, and they know they like it.
I've got a better idea.
Okay.
Keep your kids away from media in general.
Yeah.
No TV, no movies, no phones. You send them outside with a knife.
Ooh.
And that's your childhood. Because think of all that brain power to memorize the Shrek movie and think like what that could be applied to.
I feel like I'm talking to my dad right now. he was like, man, you're playing video games. Imagine if you spent all the time playing video games. What if you took all that time and just learned another language?
Don't play Mario Baseball. There's gambling in there. I'll never forget that. I felt so bad. I was like, oh, are we gambling?
Yeah. You were gambling.
Yeah, gambling with my consciousness. Yeah. I don't know. I do think though that there is like a good amount of your brain that just gets like filled up with junk when you're a kid that you don't necessarily need. Like, do you know how much Bionicle lore I know?
A lot.
I know everything about Bionicles.
Tell me a fun fact about Bionicles.
Okay. So you know Matt Nui?
Not really.
Matt Nui is like the island. But he's also the god of Bionicles.
Yeah.
So in the last Bionicle series, the island comes to life. And then you find out all the islands that all the different stages are in are all part of the actual like Bionicle god.
Wow.
So
that's nuts.
Yeah. So, and I know that, and I couldn't tell you like what the Pythagorean theorem.
I can't. You're rubbing off on me, Joel. The Pythagorean theorem.
Well, yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like when you're a kid, you got all these useful brain cells. So put them to something good, and not just memorizing the Shrek movie, because that doesn't get you a job.
They really
Kids
do
need to
sound
be
like my dad.
Kids need to be thinking about careers. See, I liked where your head was at when you had the Barbies because you were thinking about a career in construction.
Yeah, and I completely dropped out of that. What a disaster! I could have been a construction foreman by now.
Dude, yeah, you'd be like a project manager. You'd have a big old beer belly, yell at like day laborers who are like 19 years old and have no idea what they're doing.
Instead, I do a mysterious job.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Super mysterious.
Ooh.
But yeah, man. So I don't know. That's about all I got.
Yeah. We got a little off the goop this time, but
Trent, when have we not been on the goop?
Dude, do you remember?
When have we been on the goop?
Do you remember when we were on the goop? Back before that we had the video podcast.
That's right.
Whenever the video podcast started, we got off the goop.
I don't care about the goop though.
You don't care about
the goop doesn't really matter to me. I just kind of want to do whatever I want to do because it's my podcast.
This is the Joel does whatever he wants podcast and drags me along, kicking and screaming.
I feel like it's the other way around.
I'm being dragged through pebbles.
Yeah, some pearls.
Yeah, it's the unstoppable force versus the unmovable object. Me and you.
It really is.
This is this show.
Ting.
Ting. All right, you just watched one of the best movies of all time, Joel. That is Barbie related. How are you Barbie better?
I'm a Barbie better because. Okay, listen here.
Okay, I'm listening.
Deep down inside,
yes.
I am a Barbie girl. And the thing about being a Barbie girl is that
I can touch your hair?
No, I'm living in my own world.
Oh.
But you can touch my hair.
Yeah?
Yeah. And controversially, you can touch me anywhere.
I thought it was undress me anywhere.
Oh.
Which is just as odd.
Just as odd. But it's your imagination. You know, life is your creation. Religion? Nah, it's your creation.
Oh. No religion?
No religion. It's your creation.
Wow.
And every day I wake up, I say to myself, come on, Barbie. Let's go, Barbie.
Yeah.
And it's like one more time. Come on. Let's go.
Ooh woo.
So that's how I'm Barbied better from the Barbie.
That's great.
Also, shrimp on the Barbie.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
Apparently,
no, that was not a good Australian
listen.
accent.
Apparently, Australians, it's not shrimp on the Barbie, it's prawns on the Barbie.
Oh,
they never call it shrimp.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you like, hey mate, shrimp on the Barbie, then it's like no, it's prawns. Prawns on the Barbie.
Prawns on the Barbie.
Prawns on the Barbie.
I'm doing an English accent.
No, they always say no with an R. So how are you Barbied from Barbie better Barbie?
How am I Barbie better?
How are you a better Barbie?
Well, life is about expanding your artistic palette.
You look like dollar store Ken. You look like I couldn't afford the actual Ken doll.
No.
And I went to the dollar store. Okay, sorry.
No, I am pristine Ken. I am the $1,000 collector's item Ken.
I'm construction worker Ken.
All right, and this has been construction worker. This has been Ken's Before Pearls.
Yep. So, stay in school. Stop watching TV.
Yes.
God bless America.
Bing bong.